What if those frustrating trips to the bathroom every night aren't just an unavoidable part of getting older, but actually the result of a few simple evening choices you're making without realizing their impact? Tonight, as you wind down your day, you might be unknowingly setting yourself up for multiple sleep interruptions that leave you exhausted the next morning. But here's the encouraging truth. By understanding how your evening routine affects your kidneys and bladder during the night, you can make straightforward adjustments that lead to longer, more restful sleep. Today, we're going to explore 5 common evening mistakes that trigger nighttime urination, plus one surprisingly effective bedtime snack that can help you sleep through the night more peacefully. Let's start by understanding what's actually happening in your body during the night and why so many of us over 60 find ourselves making those frustrating bathroom trips. Your kidneys are remarkable organs that work continuously to filter your blood, removing waste and excess fluid. During the day, they produce urine at a steady rate. But ideally, when you sleep, your kidneys should slow down this production, allowing you to rest through the night without interruption. This natural rhythm depends on hormones that signal your body. It's time to conserve fluid and concentrate urine, so you don't need to wake up constantly. However, certain foods, drinks, and habits can override this natural nighttime slowdown. When you consume things that force your kidneys to work harder, eliminating salt, processing sugar, or expelling excess fluid, you're essentially asking them to stay in daytime mode even when you're trying to sleep. The result is a bladder that fills repeatedly throughout the night, waking you up again and again. This isn't just inconvenient, it disrupts your sleep cycles, affects your mood and energy the next day, and can even increase your risk of falls in the dark on your way to the bathroom. The good news is that most nighttime urination caused by lifestyle factors can be significantly improved by adjusting what and when you eat and drink in the evening. These aren't drastic changes requiring you to give up foods you love or follow complicated routines. They're simple, practical adjustments that work with your body's natural rhythms rather than against them. Let's talk about evening mistake number 5, eating heavy, salty dinners too close to bedtime. Many of us grew up with dinner as the main meal of the day, often eating heartily in the evening after a long day. But this pattern can work against restful sleep, especially when that dinner is high in salt. When you eat a salty meal, your body retains extra fluid to dilute that salt in your bloodstream. Your kidneys then have to work during the night to filter out this excess salt and the fluid that came with it, producing more urine just when you want to be sleeping peacefully. Think about typical dinner foods that are surprisingly high in salt. Restaurant meals, canned soups, frozen dinners, deli meats, cheese, bread, salty snacks before or after dinner, and dishes with heavy sauces or gravies. Even home-cooked meals can be quite salty if you're generous with the salt shaker or using seasoning mixes and bouillon cubes. All of this salt creates work for your kidneys at exactly the wrong time. The solution is to shift your eating patterns slightly. Make lunch your largest meal of the day when your body has hours to process it while you're awake and active. Keep dinner lighter, simpler, and lower in salt. Fill half your plate with vegetables or salad. Add a modest portion of protein and a small serving of whole grains if desired. Finish eating at least 3 hours before you plan to go to bed, giving your body time to process the meal while you're still upright and active. Avoid adding extra salt at the table, go easy on condiments and sauces, and skip the salty snacks in the evening. This single change can make a remarkable difference in how often you wake up to urinate. Evening mistake number 4 involves something you might not even realize you're consuming: evening caffeine and hidden diuretics. Most people know that coffee in the evening can keep them awake, but many don't realize that caffeine also acts as a diuretic, making your kidneys produce more urine. Even if the caffeine doesn't keep you awake initially, it can wake you up later when your bladder fills from the increased urine production. Coffee isn't the only culprit. Black tea and green tea contain significant caffeine. Chocolate, including hot chocolate drinks and chocolate desserts, contains caffeine. Many sodas have caffeine, not just cola but also root beer and some orange sodas. Some over-the-counter pain medications contain caffeine. Even some herbal teas that you assume are caffeine-free may contain small amounts if they include ingredients like yerba mate or guarana. Your evening routine needs to be completely caffeine-free, starting from mid-afternoon onward. If you typically have coffee after dinner, switch to truly caffeine-free herbal tea or simply warm water with lemon. If you enjoy tea in the evening, Verify that it's genuinely caffeine-free. Chamomile, peppermint, and rooibos are good choices. Check labels on any medications you take in the evening, and be aware that even decaffeinated coffee contains trace amounts of caffeine, so it's better to avoid it in the evening if you're sensitive. Give this change at least 2 weeks to see the full effect, because caffeine can affect your system for hours after consumption. Now, let's address evening mistake number 3. Sugary desserts that spike your blood sugar. Many people enjoy something sweet after dinner: ice cream, cookies, cake, candy, or sweetened beverages. While these treats may be satisfying in the moment, they create a cascade of effects that can disrupt your sleep and increase nighttime urination. When you consume sugar, your blood sugar rises quickly. Your kidneys respond by pulling water into your urine to help balance these sugar levels, producing more urine right when you're trying to sleep. This is particularly problematic for seniors with diabetes or prediabetes, conditions that become more common as we age. Beyond the immediate effect on urine production, sugar late in the evening can cause blood sugar swings during the night. Your blood sugar might spike initially, then crash a few hours later, potentially waking you up feeling hungry, thirsty, or just uncomfortable. This disrupted sleep often leads to getting up, which then reminds you that you need to use the bathroom, even if that wasn't what woke you initially. The solution isn't to deprive yourself of treats entirely, but to time them more strategically. If you want something sweet, have it earlier in the day, perhaps with lunch or as an afternoon snack, when your body has time to process it while you're active. If you genuinely want something in the evening, choose options that combine protein and fiber rather than pure sugar. A small portion of berries with plain Greek yogurt, a small apple with a tablespoon of peanut butter, or a few whole grain crackers with a thin slice of cheese provide satisfaction without the blood sugar roller coaster that pure sweets create. Evening mistake number 2 might surprise you because it involves both extremes: going to bed either overhydrated or too thirsty. Let's tackle overhydration first. Some people drink large glasses of water or other beverages right up until bedtime, either from habit or because they've heard they should drink 8 glasses of water a day. While adequate hydration is indeed important for health, timing matters enormously. Drinking large amounts of fluid in the evening simply means your kidneys will be working all night to process it, filling your bladder repeatedly and waking you up. The solution is to concentrate your fluid intake earlier in the day. Drink most of your water in the morning and afternoon when being well hydrated supports your energy and body functions while you're awake to handle the resulting bathroom trips. After dinner, limit yourself to small sips of fluid only when genuinely thirsty. If you need to take evening medications, use just enough water to swallow them comfortably. Empty your bladder right before getting into bed, even if you don't feel a strong urge, to start the night with the least possible urine in your system. However, going to bed truly thirsty creates its own problems. If your mouth is parched and uncomfortable, you might wake up later, desperately needing water, which then leads to bathroom trips later in the night. The key is finding balance, being adequately hydrated from your daytime drinking, but not overloading with fluids right before bed. If you have specific health conditions like heart failure, kidney disease, or electrolyte imbalances, follow your doctor's specific guidance about fluid intake, timing, and amounts, as your situation may require different management. Now we come to evening mistake number 1, and this might be the most surprising: missing a small, steadying, protein-rich bedtime snack. Many people avoid eating anything before bed, fearing it will keep them awake or cause weight gain. But going to bed on a completely empty stomach, especially if dinner was light and several hours earlier, can actually create problems that lead to nighttime awakenings and bathroom trips. When you haven't eaten for many hours, your blood sugar can dip during the night. This doesn't necessarily wake you with obvious hunger, but it can create restlessness, light sleep, and unexplained awakenings. When you wake up for any reason during the night, you typically also realize you need to use the bathroom, even if that wasn't the original trigger. Additionally, some people find that going to bed hungry leads to late-night snacking on whatever's convenient, which often means sugary or salty foods that then create the problems we've already discussed. The solution is a specific type of small bedtime snack consumed about 1 to 2 hours before you lie down. This isn't just any snack. It should be protein-rich, contain some healthy fat and fiber, be low in sugar and salt, and be small in portion. One excellent option that kidney and prostate specialists often recommend is plain Greek yogurt with ground flaxseed and unsalted pumpkin seeds, or a few unsalted nuts. Let's understand why this particular combination works so well. Plain Greek yogurt provides protein and calcium with minimal sugar, supporting steady blood sugar through the night without the spike that sweetened yogurt would cause. Protein is digested slowly, providing sustained fuel that helps prevent those nighttime blood sugar dips that can disturb sleep. Ground flaxseed adds fiber and healthy omega-3 fats that aid digestion and help prevent constipation, which is important because a full bowel can press against the bladder and increase the urge to urinate. Unsalted pumpkin seeds, or nuts, provide minerals like magnesium and zinc that support muscle relaxation and, for men, prostate health. Magnesium particularly helps calm your nervous system and relax muscles, including those in the bladder area. This snack should be small, we're talking about. Perhaps half a cup of yogurt with a tablespoon of ground flaxseed and a tablespoon of seeds or nuts. It's not a meal, just enough to provide steady fuel without overloading your digestive system. Consume it 1 to 2 hours before bed, not right as you're climbing under the covers, giving your body time to begin digesting it. If you don't tolerate dairy well, unsweetened soy yogurt or pea protein yogurt can work as alternatives. A word of caution. If you have kidney disease or take blood thinners, check with your healthcare provider before adding this snack to your routine. People with kidney problems may need to limit certain minerals or protein, and flaxseed can interact with some blood-thinning medications. Always ensure that changes align with your specific health needs. Let's put this all together into a practical evening routine that sets you up for better sleep with fewer bathroom interruptions. Starting about 3 or more hours before bedtime, finish a light dinner that's low in salt and focused on vegetables and modest protein. In the 2 to 3 hours before bed, if you want a treat, choose something protein and fiber-rich rather than sugary desserts. About 1 to 2 hours before bed, have your small bedtime snack of yogurt with flaxseed and seeds. During this same time frame, if you're having any evening beverage, finish your truly caffeine-free herbal tea, keeping portions small. As bedtime approaches, limit fluid intake to tiny sips only if genuinely thirsty. Right before getting into bed, empty your bladder completely, even if the urge isn't strong. This routine works because it respects your body's natural rhythms. You're giving your kidneys time to process your dinner and fluids while you're still awake and upright. You're avoiding substances that force them to work harder during the night. You're providing steady fuel that prevents disruptive blood sugar swings. And you're starting the night with an empty bladder and a calm, well-prepared body, ready for restful sleep. I want to emphasize that these changes work best when implemented gradually and consistently. You don't need to transform your entire evening routine overnight. Start with 1 or 2 changes that seem most relevant to your situation. Perhaps you'll begin by cutting out evening caffeine and moving your dinner earlier. Once those become comfortable habits, add the bedtime snack and adjust your fluid timing. Give each change at least a week or 2 to show its effects, because your body needs time to adjust to new patterns. Consider keeping a simple nighttime diary for a week or 2. Note what time you ate dinner and what it consisted of, what you drank in the evening and when, whether you had the bedtime snack, what time you went to bed, and how many times you woke up to urinate. This information helps you identify patterns and can be valuable to share with your healthcare provider if nighttime urination continues to be problematic despite lifestyle changes. It's also important to recognize when nighttime urination might signal something more than lifestyle factors. If you're experiencing other symptoms like swelling in your legs, shortness of breath, extreme thirst, burning with urination, blood in your urine, or if your nighttime trips are suddenly getting much worse, those are signs to consult your doctor promptly. Conditions like heart failure, kidney disease, diabetes, urinary tract infections, and prostate problems can all cause increased nighttime urination and need appropriate medical evaluation and treatment. But for many people, especially those whose nighttime urination has developed gradually without other concerning symptoms, these evening habit changes can make a tremendous difference. Even reducing your bathroom trips from 4 times a night to 2 times represents a significant improvement in sleep quality. Those longer stretches of uninterrupted sleep allow your body to complete more full sleep cycles, which means better memory consolidation, more stable mood, improved immune function, and more energy during the day. Think about what better sleep would mean for your daily life. Imagine waking up feeling genuinely rested instead of exhausted from interrupted sleep. Picture having more energy for activities you enjoy, better concentration for conversations and tasks, improved balance, reducing your fall risk, and a brighter mood throughout the day. These aren't minor improvements, they're fundamental to your quality of life and overall health. So, here's what I want you to do starting tonight. Choose just one or two of these evening changes to implement immediately. Maybe you'll move dinner earlier and make it lighter and lower in salt. Maybe you'll eliminate all caffeine after mid-afternoon. Maybe you'll skip that evening ice cream and have berries with yogurt instead. Maybe you'll try the bedtime snack of yogurt with flaxseed and pumpkin seeds. Whatever you choose, commit to doing it consistently for at least 2 full weeks. And pay attention to whether you're waking up less often to use the bathroom. These small evening changes represent powerful tools for improving your sleep and your overall health. Your kidneys, your bladder, and your body as a whole will respond positively when you work with their natural rhythms instead of against them. Better sleep isn't a luxury, it's a fundamental need that affects every aspect of your well-being. By making these thoughtful adjustments to your evening routine, you're investing in restful nights and energetic days ahead. Start tonight, be consistent, and give your body the gift of uninterrupted, restorative sleep.